welcome back to Kicking It with K Rob. It is your girl K Rob, your host. And today's topic is going to be about something that is near and dear to my heart because I feel strongly about it when I don't receive it. And that topic is support. Support. How do you feel about support? What it means to you to be supported, and how do you support others? Type shit, type stuff, whatever you want to call it. And we have a special guest, so we're going to wait for her to join in, or let me invite her in. And that is my friend Sante. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, my first question to you is, what does support mean to you?
Is this the better way?
No. You had it right the first time.
I thought.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry, y'all. I'm a novice. I'm embarrassed, but
It's
what
okay.
does support mean to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's so many ways that you can categorize support.
Mm-hmm.
In this day and age with social media, I automatically, the first thing that comes to mind is supporting your friends' businesses, supporting their pages. But at the most basic level, when it comes to support, I think of family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's emotional support, physical support, mental support, we all need support or having a good support system.
Mm-hmm.
Like people that you can count on and go to for anything. That's what I think of when I hear support.
For me, I feel like what you said, then there's also monetary support. Like if someone doesn't have it, you may have it, so you support them by buying from them, which is kind of like friend support. But let's just say anything. Let's say you don't even have a product for me to buy. I give you $10 because you're hungry. That's also support to me. And basically your definition of support. So I went an extra mile and I looked up the actual definition of support. This is just like one because it's like a lot. So the one I looked up, it says to give approval, comfort, or encouragement to. That's the definition. So yeah. Tell me about a time which you felt like someone should have supported you, but they didn't. It's a lot.
It's a hard one because I'm thankful to have a good support system. Being in college, it can get really overwhelming, but I'm blessed to have a good support system.
What do you mean it can be overwhelming? What can be overwhelming?
School,
Okay.
physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it. Shoot, that's me right now in grad school. It's a lot. I'm giving my all to so many different things. But literally the only reason I can be in grad school right now is because I have a support system. Like I'm so broke, but my mom supports me. Literally, she supports me financially if she needs to. She houses me. But I know it's an investment, right? But even in undergrad, I had family who would send me money every couple of weeks to support, and they were just very encouraging. And like to go back to what you were talking about with support, it's very important to have that because you wouldn't be able to do a lot of stuff if someone's not supporting you. Some people, they're very resilient and they can do things even without that support and in spite of not having that support. But support is definitely a privilege and it's something that can help you get through the hard times.
So you don't ever feel like no one has like not supported you when they should have, or not should have, because is it an obligation? Do you think support is an obligation?
Depending on your relationship. Considering, okay, so the way I look at it, probably because I'm the type who gives so much. I try to support everyone in my circle, people outside my circle. So I know people, I don't know if everybody has the capacity to support and love like I do. So sometimes I feel not empty, but I feel like someone's probably not going to be the friend I am to them, to me. And it's like I kind of already internalized that, so I can see that. Like I'm the
It's
type
an expectation.
Yeah, I don't always expect it. I just be giving and giving. That's just my problem though.
I think my problem is I expect it and I don't get it, and it's just like because I had those expectations, I feel like people let me down, and I'm like, what? Well, what you disappointed me, you upset me, so now when it's gonna, I don't know, is it revengeful? But I feel like if the opportunity ever came for me to support you, I wouldn't do it because you didn't do it for me, especially if I started something first. And it's just like, but at the same time, knowing me and the person I am, I'm willing to give chance after chance. And that's also something I want to work on. But it's like, what do you draw the line between
I'm definitely the opposite. don't always expect it. I'm blessed with it when I can have it, but like I said, I don't think anyone's gonna be like me to me. I already kind of just internalized that. So I think because I don't have that high expectation, I get more excited for the people who show up. Like when I graduated in May, but I didn't have my ceremony until December. And just seeing so many people literally weren't even staying in Valdosta, and they drove just to support me. And my boyfriend at the time, you, Kelly, Nadia, all of them came from like Macon, Atlanta, Savannah. You know what I'm saying? And that's support. So,
that's good. Well, I want to be like that. I want to be like that.
Not expected, and then just be pleasantly surprised.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Would you consider how I am? Is that revengeful, or is that like holding a grudge on somebody?
It could. It kind of could take away the understanding that literally everyone's not going to be you to you, like I said earlier, and the fact that everybody fighting their own battles. So that's another reason I don't expect much. I be fighting my battles, and I still be. I'm too much of a giver, though. That's one of my problems. So.
But to me, like, support could be a like. Support could be a reshare. Support could be a retweet. Support could be advice. Support could be, oh, I saw this. Well, that's not a support. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's so easy. It is, well, for me. But sometimes I understand, like, people, they be flipping through social media, not necessarily thinking. But, again, it's easy. Especially if someone has a business and you see it over and over and over again. It's easy. I feel like, to me, I had a friend once upon a time. And this is when I first got accepted into college. Like, I was excited, and because I was starting a semester late, even though there's no such thing as late. But I started semester late, and I texted the group. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, I got accepted into a blah 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 school, yada yada yada. And one of my other friends, she was like, oh my god, I'm so excited for you, blah blah blah. And then my other friend, she was like, what did she say? I think she said what school, or then no, she said, oh, okay. I told her I got accepted, in her exact words were, oh, okay. I kid you not. Oh, okay. And I was just like, wait, what? And then my other friend, she was like, let's go dorm shopping. What you want for your dorm? Energy completely different. I was just
like the energy was not where it needed to be.
No, it was not. So I was like, I feel like that was my first time not being supported by a friend. In the front, yeah. That was definitely, and I was like, yeah. And now it's, I don't know, we'll talk about that later. But how do you think you could think more positive about the lack of support you get?
What I've been saying. I already empathize with a lot of people. I just already have, not trying to say I have low expectations, but I just think about the times where I'm not connecting with my family like I should, and I think of them, and I'm like, maybe to them I'm not supporting them, and maybe I can't be like, oh, so and so's not calling me, or so and so's not supporting me like I need to, because I know we all get in this bubble of we're doing what we need to do. Like, I haven't talked to anyone for real in weeks. I haven't gone out, and I just hope people know that I love them and I gave them enough support when I could. You know what I'm saying? So I already look that way at, like, everybody doesn't have the time. Everybody has their own world going on right now, and it's just when you did have them, or when you were able to have the time to support and be there, I hope that would be enough, because it's too much to just expect people to always, always be there when life is just hard. Life is just
maybe life, you teaching me I need to work on it, because
it's draining if you start looking at people, when you're looking at the people who are not supporting you, when you should be looking at the people who are.
And that's my bad habit.
Consistently show up, because you know what I'm saying, like, my mom shows up. How dare I look at the father figure I never had and be like, man, I don't get support from my dad. He don't know me. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm overlooking my mom, who continually shows up for me. Or the people who do continually show up for me. So that's how
this is why you're my friend, because friends help love each other out, and that's what I need to do. Okay, that's what I need. Y'all feel free to comment, ask questions, whatever y'all want. I see everybody saying, oh my god, I'm famous. I got 7 people online.
Literally, I know y'all like, no, I see a lot of people who be
No,
I
that's
just
me.
not.
I'm waving at them. I'm waving at them.
No, I'm saying I see all the people who be on my Instagram. They're probably like, this girl never got on Instagram. What is she doing? Hey
Uh-huh.
girl, I never get on Instagram, but this is Michaela.
Hello,
She's my college
guys.
friend. She's
Uh-huh.
literally one of the best friends ever. Right now, we're talking about support for those who are just joining. If y'all have any questions or comments, anything, feel free to type something. But yeah, no, that's just how I look at things because it's a lot. It's really draining if you
Yeah.
don't put a positive perspective on it.
I don't know if you feel like you answered this question or not, but how do you feel like you show your support to your friends?
I have not answered that question.
Okay.
But I show my support in multiple ways. I need to work on it because sometimes I don't have it, but I just be knowing I want to give. So whether that means giving my time, like if a friend's going through a crisis and they call me at 12 at night or 1 o'clock crying or going through, we be up. Luckily, I'm an insomniac and I can actually answer the phone or I'll already be up. And just giving that time to support them emotionally, be there for them. And even when I was in college or when I was working more, I was able to send money or like just if we had lunch and I know my friend don't have it, I would support in that way. And it's like definitely, that saying, just give without expecting anything in return. Because if you start, if you're giving and you're like, oh, that person, I gave that much, you're gonna be resentful. Because I know I could lean into that, be like, dang,
But
no one's supporting me like I did.
how do you draw the line between always giving and they never give back, like ever? Do you continue to give?
Boundary. No, you gotta put up your boundaries because that's draining. That's transactional. At least not even transactional.
It is.
You should both be getting something, right? Because in the transaction can be one way. Because it's draining. I want more symbiotic relationships.
And see, I guess that would lead into one of my questions I had is, what do you draw the line between ass kissing and support? To me, if I feel like I'm constantly showing your support and you're not giving to me at all, then I definitely at that point I'm kissing your ass. And my mom didn't raise no ass kisser, so at some point my support is going to stop. And I felt like I did that with people at my school. I stopped because I'm like, you don't show support to me, so why should I do it to you? Especially if it's been done repeatedly. I have something going on. It's not like you don't know, because I made it very clear that I do. I've sent it to you privately. I put it out there for you, all of that, and it's not given in return. It didn't give what it was supposed to give.
It wasn't given.
No,
I get that. No, you definitely have to get boundaries because, I'm not saying being Buddha, being kumbaya all the time because. Like I said, I still need to work on my boundaries and knowing what I can give. Like I told my mom, it was a couple weeks ago, I just felt so bad because I remember, how there's some people who have little signs up asking for money at lights and stuff. And I felt like a liar because I was like, I don't have any cash. And I don't have anything to give. And I feel guilty. But in reality, my mom had to put perspective, the cash you do have, you need it. You don't have much, and I'll be trying to give the shirt off my back, and I need to stop. You know what I mean? You need boundaries. So it's I see your perspective. I feel like we need to merge because you should be wary of and aware of the people who are supporting you and who aren't, because you need to make sure you're not draining yourself for someone who's just sucking out the life. You need to have people who are giving you something too, not in a selfish way, oh, if I'm giving you $50, well, I don't know if I'm giving someone $50.
One day you'll be able to.
A friend asked me for a 20 and I sent them the 20, right? I'm not gonna be like, that person never gave me a 20. But if you're continually keep on giving and giving to them and you're like, oh, okay, this person never, you're not even giving me a conversation, you're not even being there when I'm shoulder to cry, you're not even if you don't even have to be tit for tat. If I'm giving financially and you can't even give emotionally, mentally, what is this friendship? And there are different seasons too, because I don't want to completely show out people who don't have the capacity to give advice or be there for me, because people are still growing. Everyone's not as mentally mature as you're going to be. But also, you want to have friends who are like-minded and capable of meeting your needs. So Because friends are the family you choose. So why am I
Wow.
surrounding myself with people who don't get me, who can't support me, even if you can't give money? It's just
But friends
understandable.
aren't the only ones that support, because there's family, and then we didn't choose those people, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's peers, like associates, acquaintances. So it's not only about friends. To me, I don't think support is, but friends is a large part of it.
I mentioned friends because that, like I said, that's the people you can choose, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like, even though I see this new age that we talk about family and not just doing stuff because people are blood, you know what I mean? And they say, you know, blood ain't always thicker. And they be saying, don't be in a toxic situation because you're like, oh, that's my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that about the new age. We really be like, these are my boundaries. You're continually draining me and being toxic to me. Even if you are my cousin, I don't need to talk to you. So, yeah.
Speaking of cousins, my cousin said that means he supported me by watching me right now. He said fake friends can still help you financially and emotionally, and it's called snakes. That's true.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. Do you feel like there's such thing as fake support?
Definitely. We saw it all out at our state, didn't we? Oop, did I just we saw that a lot. You know, like those people, like, I'm 2 years removed, I don't care. You saw the people who would be liking, you know, consistently get likes, but the second something went wrong, you would be pouncing on them. You'd be ready to tear somebody down like you wasn't the main one hyping them up. That's fake to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty
Okay.
of that.
So I look at fake support is when you have a come up and they start to support you then. Because you didn't support me when I was down, but now that I'm here,
Okay.
you want to support. That's fake to me. Because it ain't real. You only doing it because you think you're going to get some monetary gain out of it. Possibly.
That's another
Or
way.
something beneficial. When it's going to benefit you, that's what you want to support. That's selfish and it's fake. And I feel like that's going to happen to me. But now I need to draw my boundaries. Like, you wasn't there from day one or day whatever. So, no, you don't get none of the benefits because you wasn't there.
Yeah, that's another way. There's not just one way to be a fake friend.
So, wait, explain yours again.
I was saying the people who do keep on liking all the stuff you do just because you got the clout and the popularity behind it, but the second you down, the second they can pounce on you.
So it's kind of like the opposite of mine, but both of them are fake. Wow, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, stuff like in mine. I remember the one girl. She always got likes. Everyone hyped her up. She was beautiful, but people definitely behind her back were probably like plotting on her, like being like, she ain't even all that. She did that. I remember her posting a picture of her in a bathing suit, and she looked beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But people try to zoom in on her insecurities, zoom in talking shit about her being not shaving. Just, I remember that, and it was just, I was like, that was fake. The whole Twitter was ganging up, trying to be like, oh, but for real, why are you not shaving? I remember being like, why are you open?
Coach.
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't. I wasn't. But yeah, you were hyping her up last week, but you just ready to laugh, and that's something personal, and also it don't matter. It's so arbitrary. Why are you? You know what I mean? That's what I think of. I thought that was fake.
Yeah, I feel like I have very supportive friends, but there are some friends who I wish are more supportive, and because I have this Instagram live now, it's easy. It is so easy, especially if you're on Instagram. You see it, all you have to do is reshare, and then I see people watching it, and you're not reposting it. And to me, it's just like, what did I do? Well, I know you're not skipping that much, and it really makes me like, damn. But I supported you, but why not? You know, it made me just question everything. Like, when am I going to get the support that I want or the support that I deserve? But then, like you said, we need to start focusing on those that do, because then that's when the better support is going to come in. So, but it's hard. It's a lot harder than.
Especially, and we're in two different lanes. Like, you're trying to amass a following, and
right.
So, your support is literally going to help you in your career.
Right.
My support is just icing on the cake because, you know, I'm doing different things, and it's mostly for me emotionally, but it can help you. So I understand where you could be upset because it's like, dang, if I want to get to an even bigger following, I need to have my friends, my people supporting me.
My peers. I feel like my family is a very good support system. Like, even my mom, even though y'all, she don't know this, but I blocked her on here because I don't want her to hear what I gotta talk about.
But my mom's on here, so my mom is really supportive. She's really right there. So hey,
period. So like that right there, like my mom supported me. My sister is my biggest supporter. My cousins, like I'm like, wow, you know, I really appreciate my background, my following, and my friends that really support me for real. But I mean, other than that, I really don't know what to expect from people. I really don't know. So that's why it's just like upsetting, and I don't know if it hurt my feelings or not. Kinda. I don't know if I'll be mad or sad about the situation. Probably both, you know, because it just takes a comment, a subscribe, you know, like, click, subscribe on YouTube, and people don't do that. So yeah, that's why I feel like this topic is very near and dear to me, because I feel it personally, and because I do want to have a bigger following, because I do want to get on a bigger platform one day. You know what I'm saying? So
if y'all don't know, she was a star in the making. I could see her being a TV personality. She need to be on. I wish 106 & Park was still here because I could see you on it. I could. You have a larger than life. I'm just hey mama. You have a larger than life personality, and I can see you. So I understand.
That is something I learned. Like, even though I have this great personality or whatever, but y'all, I took a news workshop class last semester when I was in school, and Sante can tell you because she was there with me. I was struggling reading those teleprompters. That shit was hard.
Right.
It was not easy.
Kind of practice in her room with her little
yes. Before class,
fast.
I was like, Sante, come on, help me. And I'm like, she read it better than me. And I freaked out. Oh my god.
No, you know what that was? That was me. From elementary school when you was prepared to read, you know, because you had to all read a section in class. You're like, okay, this is my section. I'm prepared. That was really what it was. I used to love studying on them.
You said you read to kids too.
Yes. And you know, I got to be extra and animated. Literally read to the kids I just babysat.
But yeah, that class was a lot harder than I expected. Let me tell you. And I need to practice even to this day, even though I have a great personality for it. It ain't the same as being Michaela and reading a teleprompter go by 30 words per minute. Not minute, because that's slow. Is that slow? I don't know. 30 words per minute.
Probably slow.
Well, however long, however
I think that is probably slow because
however long the teleprompter reads. Whatever. My mom is in here.
You looking so
Mom, I'm doing the show.
Do you have a curtain right now? I thought that was a window.
No, it's a window curtain, whatever you want to make it. You want to speak or you going to leave? Support. Any kind of support. Come on in since you're asking questions. Come on.
For twin.
This is a special episode because Ma! I'm cooking. Ma! Come. See, she don't want to like you, I'm already interrupting my show. I already feel your presence.
And I had to be like,
no, come here. No. So what do you have to say about support? We're live.
Stop. Yeah, just want to know.
It's good to have support.
Yep. That's it.
Support can be a wide spectrum of stuff.
So what you want to speak on it? Like, how do you can speak about anything, any type of
mental support. Physical support. Financial support. I prefer financial support.
Yep.
I can handle the mental support myself.
Can you know? It's always good to have mental support.
Yeah, that's why I talk to my counselor. She's my mental supporter.
You have a counselor?
I do.
Okay.
Everybody should have one at some point in life.
Okay, so what's next? What other type of support?
Physical. When I need my kitchen cleaned up. Vacuum. That's physical. So yeah.
Okay.
Everybody could use some support, just depending on the day.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
Why do you look like that?
Who her?
You look like a deer in headlight. Like, why am I here? What am I doing here?
Because I felt you. Come in here.
You put her on the spot.
You're in your different room?
Yeah, I'm in my different room.
All right.
All right.
She said, "That's it."
You was.
All right.
All right.
Why you acting like the person who got the little cane? And they're like, "All right, get off the stage."
But see, that's another thing that we have different roles, and I guess sometimes I could be a better daughter by helping around the house, as she just called me out on. But you know,
Spiritual. Okay, mama.
what? Oh, spiritual support. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
So I guess I could be a better daughter. I was thinking about that today or yesterday. I was like, but I'm just so, I don't know if I'm lazy or we can talk about that another time. But yeah,
that's a different topic.
That's a different topic. You know what I was gonna say?
I think.
Okay, well we'll talk about it.
I was just saying that, and my mom on the line. I don't want you giving her ideas, being like, her mom
probably already have. Or she probably already has. Mama probably gave her ideas. We'll see.
I'll be busy. I'm so tired. I'm giving my energy to so many places, and I give where I can, and sometimes I give more than I have. Lord knows I give more than I have.
And that's when it's called supporting yourself. And I was reading a book by my girl Amanda Seales. Come on, shout out to Amanda Seales. And I just read she was explaining the difference between self-aware and selfish.
Self-aware and selfish?
Yes, because you know everybody these days, our little millennials and Gen Z, they're like, oh, I'm so selfish because I don't want a baby. Oh, I'm so selfish because of X, Y, and Z. And they brag about being selfish, but being selfish is not a good thing. Self-aware, however, is a good thing. And that's when you're being self-aware is when you are aware of what you are able to give. Like if you are not mentally and emotionally ready for a relationship and you get on anyway, that's selfish. But when you're aware of that you're not ready, then that's self-aware. And you let the person be known. So that was just an example that she used between the difference between self-aware and selfish. And at some point when you drain all your energy you give anyway, that could become selfish. So yeah. So I need to work on, I've been doing this, but I need to work on not having not gonna say expectations, because everybody has to have expectations, but focusing on my real supporters, my true supporters, you know, and not those that don't support, because eventually it's going to come back tenfold, as they say. And you have to work on boundaries to where you don't have to give so much. If I call you like, oh my God, Canada, I'm like, Michaela, I'm really tired. And I'm like, okay, I understand. That's a boundary.
Oh, yeah. I feel like my busy schedule will be setting the boundaries for me anyway.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's my cousin. I think, yeah, it is. But, yeah.
Yeah, no, it'd be setting the boundaries for me. I'll be asleep. I work. I'll be in class. Someone calling me. I'll be like, sorry, class.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't, babysitting. But I need to do that on my own because I remember realizing that being available is different from having free time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, that was the biggest thing I learned in college. It's just like, yeah, I'm not doing anything, but you are doing something. You're relaxing. Mm-hmm. You're having me time, and that was something I had to realize, because it'd be like, you're not doing anything. You know, you can come over to my house and help me take my braids out, or you can go to this party, or you can do this. And I'm like, you have the urge to be like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Yes, you are. You need to have your me time.
Self-care.
I need to work on that too, because sometimes I do want to sit, and my mom will be like, hey, can you go? She'll be upstairs, be like, hey, can you give me some ice? Yeah, I'm calling you out. Be like, I'm having my me time, but I don't matter, because she gave birth to me and she supported me, so I guess I'll be doing it.
I don't know if this is a word or I just made it up, but hyper social or socially hyper. No, I probably made that up. But you get what I'm saying? Like extra social can be draining.
Yeah, having a social battery. Everybody has one. It's just about what type of battery you have. Because like if you were extrovert, introvert, omnivert, sometimes your battery life is giving me Samsung Galaxy, because you know, like some people's charge can hold. Some people can be charged all day. Some people their battery's so bad they only live for like 15 minutes.
Did your phone? I can't hear you no more. Somebody calling you.
Text. I was trying to tell her to get on live, but I couldn't.
Oh.
I realized it pauses it. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think that's all. I learned my lesson. Well, I mean, I've been new, but now I have to really
We need to combine
practice it.
Combine like terms.
Practice it and work with it, even though it's going to be a little difficult. But yeah, and this is not the only way I feel like people. Well, I mean, for the most part, outside of this, I feel like people support me in a way that I like. Because, like I said, my friends are there, my family there, different types of support, you know. But,
Yep.
yeah.
Like my mom said, spiritual support. That's important too.
Yeah. But I think that is all. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna give y'all like 5 seconds because I don't want to just be sitting here and people watching like what's next. So go ahead and ask questions if y'all have any or comment, and we could, you know, piggyback off of that. So I'm not gonna count for real. But yeah. I think other than that, I think we're done unless somebody have any questions. Like I said.
That's all you asked all your questions?
Yeah. My questions, yeah. Well, I think that's it. But I would like to say thank you, Sante, for joining me. And folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you so much. And you can follow my page, because you know, like I like you, you know. But I'm gonna be like here like different topics, you know. But yeah, so yeah, I'll just let you know. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Not subscribe because it's not YouTube. But just in case I do YouTube, like, share, and subscribe to my channel on my Instagram.
Please follow her.
And y'all can follow my friend Sante. She's into the fashion thing. She's, you know, doing big girl things too, you know. And I will see y'all next time
at Kicking It with K-Rob.
At Kicking It with K-Rob.